Have you been hearing rumblings about human design? I have to tell you, I'm listening to the origin story on Jovian Archives from Ra Uru, him describing the actual experience. And I've always heard it described as this mystical experience, this life-changing. He wrote for 8 days, like 8 days, 8 nights, brought through this system. But as I'm listening to him, it's really a trip. It's really wild because it wasn't as mystical as it sounds, where he was initially spooked by it. He felt commanded to write rather than requested. He describes the voice that I guess I assumed was like this mystical, magical voice is like a 65-year-old cigar smoking lady's voice that basically he understood, like, I need to do this more so than this is an incredible opportunity for me to do this. It's going to be life-changing. Obviously, he wouldn't have known the extent to how this was going to change his life over the next 25 years. But it's super interesting. If you get a chance to listen, I'll put the link so you can hear, because it's quite the journey. It's quite the journey from him coming home to finding a light inside his ruina, knowing that nobody was in there and he just had the one key, and going in and having this experience with a voice. And even his dog, he had a stray dog that he had taken in, falls to the ground and he ends up putting it under a desk where he thinks it's passed. He doesn't see it breathing. It doesn't move for 8 days. And he starts to sweat, like water just starts pouring out of him. And then he's commanded to do these different things, like put herbs on the stove, wear a specific shawl, like this whole experience that he describes as looking like a mad experience, like mad in the sense of like crazy, or knowing that what he was doing was odd. And then what results is this system that we're using, 20 plus years later. That's super helpful in business life. It's helpful for kids. It's really a bizarre, wild tale. I encourage you to listen to it if you get a chance, especially if you've had any kind of intuitive writing or wisdom where you feel like your intuition is telling you things, because this sounds different, but also what came out of it is so amazing that I'm still processing how I feel about this situation.